Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 o'clock on April 25th. Dewey's 24-hour readathon just started. Exactly. And I'm so tired. But I wanted to go ahead and start my reading vlog for Dewey's. What I'm going to do right now is get on Goodreads and unlock some of the threads and read the welcome message, and then I think I'm definitely going to make some coffee later because that's definitely needed. And also I'm going to tell you really quick what I plan on reading during Dewey. So usually I do like a TBR video before I start my Dewey's reading vlog, but I'm doing something a little bit different during this Dewey's readathon. I'm only focusing on one book, and that is because this is a chunky book and I need to get it read because it is our Muggle Studies Book Club book for March and April, and I am not very far. So that book is Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. So usually during Dewey's I focus on many books, and I try to have like one more like bigger book that's like maybe 300 pages and read that one straight through, but I am just going to be focusing on Sarah J. Maas's Crescent City during this readathon. I have the physical copy and I also have the audiobook. So according to the audiobook, I've already started listening to it. I'm not very far. I still have 24 hours and 30 minutes remaining. So quite some time. I am going between 1.5 speed and 1.8 speed and 2 times speed. So it just kind of depends on the scene. So let me see where I am exactly in this book. So this book is over 1,000 pages or close to 1,000 pages. So let me see exactly where I am. I'm not very far. Okay, so it turns out I'm a lot further than I thought I was. I'm on page 100 and it looks like I haven't even made a dent. That's crazy. That's insane. Like there's so this book is so big. I have to say, like, the pace picked up really quickly in the last 50 or so pages. So I went into this book, I hadn't read the synopsis, which I probably should have, but I didn't. And so I started this book and I'm like really enjoying the characters, and I'm texting Hannah and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this Connor character. He's fantastic. And I was like, I really hope, he ends up being the love interest, and I love him and Bryce together. And then she was like, just keep reading. So I'm like, okay. So then I go and I read the synopsis, and obviously this isn't going to be a spoiler because, if you read the synopsis, then you know that like all her friends, her best friends and her closest friends get brutally murdered. So I'm kind of like, I have a feeling he's not gonna make it, along with a few other characters that I've kind of started loving. So I was not expecting that, to be honest. Like when I got to that, I was like, wait a second, plot twist? And then I read the synopsis and I'm like, oh, not plot twist. Interesting. So yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it. I like the world building is going very well. It's very smooth. She's explaining things very well. I'm not confused. So far so good. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, this is going to be like my main focus for today. And it's funny because Dewey's 24-hour readathon is 24 hours long and I have 24 hours left of the audiobook. So it's going to take me less than 24 hours because I have sped it up a little bit, but let's see if I can get it read during this readathon. So now, like I said, I need to get on Goodreads and kind of see what's going on. So the first hourly discussion has already been posted, which is fantastic, and the welcome message is out. So yeah, I'm really excited. So let's have a really fun Dewey's, and I feel like I'm not as prepared during this Dewey's, but now that I'm like sitting down, filming and just kind of going through everything, I'm getting really, really excited. So hopefully I can pep up a little bit, get some reading done. I might take a little nap just because I'm exhausted. I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache. Maybe I'll just listen to my audiobook, relax for a little bit, and then I will update you guys later. Hey guys, time for another update. I went ahead and got dressed, put myself together. I put on my weekend is booked shirt because this is a readathon, so I wanted to put on my reading shirt. So it is a little bit later than I wanted to do this update. It is now 11:40 and I was kind of hoping to do an update like around 10 o'clock, but I ended up sleeping a little bit longer than planned. I was just really, really tired this morning, but I did get some good listening done. I listened to about 3 hours of my audiobook, so now I have 21 hours and 30 minutes remaining, so I'm quite pleased with that. As far as my progress in the book, I was on page 100 before, and now I am on page 178. So I've made a little bit of a dent, and I'm quite pleased with that because we still have tons of time left in this readathon. Many, many hours to go. So I don't necessarily know if I'll be able to finish the whole thing during this readathon, but I think I can get really, really close. As far as how I'm liking this book, I'm really, really enjoying it. I shouldn't have expected anything less from a Sarah J. Maas book. There is just so much politics in this book, and it's so fascinating and it's very intricate, and I'm really enjoying it. Like, just the different politics with all of the different, I guess, species, like the shapeshifters and the fae, angels, and then within the angels there are fallen angels, and then there are angels that were like born royalty, and kind of the same with the fae, and it all kind of has to do with like their magic and their power. It's just very, very cool, very interesting. I'm really, really enjoying it, and like I said, I shouldn't have expected anything less. I love how it's also not too info dumpy. It's nice because as the story is progressing and as we're getting more into the plot, we're getting more information about the politics and the background information on Hunt's story and why he's a fallen angel, and then figuring out things with like Bryce, and there's just a lot going on besides the political intrigue. We also have, like I said, Hunt's story where he's trying to earn his freedom, and then we have Bryce's story with just coping with the tragic loss of her friends and now trying to find the murderer, and just everything kind of going in that. There's just a lot of elements happening, a lot going on, and it's going by very quickly. Like, I listened to, 80 pages almost, I feel like in no time. It didn't take me a lot of time. So I'm going to now make some coffee because it's 11:45 and I haven't had any caffeine today. I really want to try that Dalgona coffee that everyone is like raving about. It's where you like whip the instant coffee with hot water and sugar, and it kind of makes like a, I guess, whipped coffee, and then you poured it in iced milk or something like that. I really want to try it, so I thought it would be fun to give that a try as I'm listening to Crescent City. I also haven't checked Goodreads in a little while, so I need to do that and just check on threads, make sure everything is going smooth, no one has questions, stuff like that. And yeah, so let's make some coffee, let's check Goodreads, and then I will update you guys later. Okay, so that failed in my stand mixer. So Kevin had to come in and whisk by hand, and it got pretty whipped. It's the color that I had been seeing, and it's like making little peaks. So, okay, that looks like that was a success that way. That's pretty dang good. That's not bad. I like it. I like it. Kind of tastes like a vanilla milkshake with a little bit of coffee. Hey guys, so it is unbelievably pretty outside. We don't have many days like this in Texas where it is just sunny but cool. Like I'm outside just in shorts, t-shirt, flip-flops. The wind is nice and cool, but it's still like sunny, so it's not too cold. It's perfect weather. So I think I'm just gonna sit here with my audiobook and do some good reads and just kind of enjoy the outside before it gets to be too hot, because like I said, we don't have a lot of days where it's so pretty like this. I mean, just don't mind my grass because it's been raining so much. We haven't had a chance to mow, but look how pretty it is. It's so pretty. Wicked sunbathing right there. So like I said, I'm just going to enjoy this really pretty weather and listen to my audiobook and just enjoy and update you guys later. Hey guys, so I wanted to do another update. It is now 3 o'clock. And we just finished our second reading sprint, and I'm doing really well with reading. I'm quite happy. This is the most that I've read in like probably 2 months, to be honest. So I now have 19 hours left of my audiobook. So I've listened to a few more hours since my last update, and let's see where I am in my audiobook. So I think I'm on chapter 21. So let's see where I am in the physical book. My last update, I was on page 178. So let's find where I am right now. Okay, so I am now on page 237. So this is roughly how much I've read, and so a little bit, a little bit at a time, surely. So let's see as far as how I am now. Okay, so I've made a little bit more of a dent, still not much, but I mean, I'm getting there. I'm getting close to halfway. I mean, I'm almost 300 pages in, so I'm like 200 pages shy of being halfway, or a little bit more than 200 pages shy of being halfway. So I'm getting there. I'm really enjoying it. The characters are starting to develop a lot more. The banter and the sass is so good, which once again, I shouldn't be surprised with the Sarah J. Maas book, but I'm really enjoying the characters. I love their banter. Rune and Hunt are probably my favorite characters. I know Bryce is like the main character, and I do like her sass and her spunk, and she's very she's confident and she has really good banter and sass, but I think I prefer Hunt and Rune better. I really like their dynamics between the two of them. I like the alpha male kind of like going head to head. I think that just makes for great wit and banter and just really good dialogue as well, and great scenes. So I'm loving that, especially since they're both like head of like two species, like alphas of two species. I think it's fantastic. So I'm really liking that. I did a little bit in my bingo board, but I still haven't gotten a bingo, and to be honest, I don't know if I will. So now what I am going to do is eat my snack and then continue listening to Crescent City, or may actually read a little bit of it. We're getting to a part where they're starting to kind of explain like the history of everything, and it's starting to get a little complicated, and I kind of zoned out when I was listening, so I may have to go back and read it, so I might do that. say that the banter when I'm actually physically reading it is just so much more hilarious than when I'm listening to it. Rune and Hunt are just hilarious. I love their banter. They're so funny. So you're gonna find me smiling a lot in this scene. Hey guys, so time for another update. It is now 6 o'clock. We are now going into hour 12 of the readathon. I cannot believe we're already almost halfway through the readathon. That's crazy. This day went by so quickly, and I mean, all I've been doing is just listening to my audiobook, and I did read a little bit like physically on my book as well, but I'm very happy with my progress so far. I now have 15 hours and 22 minutes remaining on my audiobook. And so let's see where I am now in the physical book. It looks like I'm on chapter 36. So my last update, I was on page 240. So chapter 36, let's see here. And I just started actually chapter 36. So I am roughly on page 350. So I've read another good chunk, a little bit over 100 pages, which is great. So, I mean, I'm not halfway there yet. I still have quite a bit to read. I'm very happy with my progress so far, but I thought maybe I'd be a little bit further because I started on page 100 and I'm on page 350. So I've only read 250 pages in almost 12 hours. Oh well, I'm just happy that I'm reading. So I don't see myself necessarily finishing it during this readathon. We'll see. We'll see. Because I have 15 and a half hours left and I am right now listening to it at 2 times speed. That means that I could technically finish it in a little bit under 8 hours. I feel like that's pushing it. Listening to an audiobook straight for the next 8 hours. As far as my thoughts on Crescent City, I'm really enjoying it so far. Yeah, characters are great. The plot is thickening. We've already had like a minor plot twist, or more kind of like, you know, just like well, not, yeah, I guess a plot twist, or like we were revealed something and I didn't see it coming, so I thought that was crazy. There are a lot of characters that I really hate, which is good. Sarah J. Maas is really good at her villains, very good with her villains. She definitely is able to get you to feel strong dislike towards them, even though we don't necessarily know. We've got a lot of anti-villains in this book, I've noticed, or maybe they could be considered anti-heroes. I don't know. That's what's so intriguing about this book, is like all the politics, everyone thinks that they're in the right, and so like the people that are supposed to be upholding, not necessarily like the law, but yeah, like upholding the law of like the city and trying to keep everything in order, are corrupt on their own. So it's very interesting. I like that dynamic of like who is, you know, truly, who is in the right and who is in the wrong. There's a lot of moral grays, and I like that. It's definitely making me think a lot. I'm starting to like Bryce a lot more. I never disliked her, but for some reason I just was having trouble connecting with her. But that's what I've kind of noticed in a lot of Sarah J. Maas's books. I really love the side characters. Like in the ACOTAR series, Feyre is not my favorite character. I like Cassian, Riz, and Azriel and more. Those are kind of my favorite characters. I really love the side characters. I feel like she just creates amazing side characters that really take the star, are the stars of the books, in my opinion. So I love Rune so far, and I really like Hunt. I think they're great characters. We're also getting a lot of like fun characters. There is a sprite character that works with Bryce, and she's really funny, very peppy and cute. She's hilarious. She adds a lot of comedic relief. I think one of my favorite things is I love pets in books, and there is a pet in this book. Bryce has a chimera, and I love it. I love it. It's fantastic. I'm looking at my bingo, and it looks like I don't really have much more to add. Oh, if I finish this book, if I finish a book, I can get a bingo, actually. Huh. But ooh, that's a lot to finish. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. Anyways, that is it for this update, and I will update you guys later. Hey guys, so time for another update. I am losing steam. So it is now 12 o'clock. We are now Sunday. So there are only 7 more hours left of the readathon. And like I said, I am losing some steam. I don't know what happened in between my last update and now, but I just got busy doing some Goodreads stuff, and then also I am going to be hosting Hour 23 on the main website, on the main webpage. So I came up with the post for that and kind of had to like figure out how it works. I have been listening to my audiobook, but I don't know, like I was having trouble multitasking and like being on Goodreads and listening at the same time for some reason over the last few hours. And so I couldn't get as much listening done. I had to like re-listen to a few spots, unfortunately. So right now it's telling me that I have 14 hours remaining of my audiobook. And so let's see where I am. I'm on chapter 40. So let's see where I am in the book. I don't think I've made a lot of progress since my last update. So I'm now on page 380, and I was on 340 before, so not a lot of progress in the last wow. I'm like, what was I doing in the last like 5 or so hours? So I am realizing that this book is shorter than I thought. I thought it was 1,000 pages. It's close to 1,000 pages, but it's not actually 1,000 pages. It is 799, so essentially 800 pages, and I'm 20 pages shy of halfway. That is it for this update, and I will update you guys probably in the next few hours. Hey guys, so it is now almost 3 a.m. I am exhausted. I think I'm gonna have to call it a night. I'm so tired. I ended up falling asleep listening to Crescent City, so I've made a bit of a dent in it, so I'm really happy with that. I'm now, I have about 12 hours left of the audiobook. So yeah, I should be able to finish it in like the next 6 to 8 hours, depending on how fast I listen to it in the next few days. So I would say all in all, this was a really successful readathon. Let's see where I'm at exactly. I'm on chapter 45. So it looks like I am now on page 430. So I did manage to get halfway through. So yeah, like I said, I think that's a success. I'm so tired. So I'm gonna I gotta get to sleep. I can't function. I'm starting to like not feel well for being up so late. I will be back in a few hours probably to do like a final wrap up when I'm more coherent. Right now it is time for bed. I just kind of woke up and I'm just gonna go back to sleep. So yeah, that's it for now, and I'll update you guys later. Hey guys, so it is the following day, and I just wanted to do a quick wrap up of Dewey's readathon. It went really, really well. Even though I didn't finish the book, I still got pretty far. I'm quite pleased with my progress. Like, I know that finishing this entire book was quite a big like goal for this readathon. So I'm okay that I didn't, you know, finish it, but I'm very happy that I got more than halfway through it, which is good. It's impressive. I'm very happy with that. So as far as like the physical book, I am now on page 431, and then with the audiobook I have 12 hours left. So yeah, at 2 times speed I can finish this book in like 6 hours or so, maybe like 7, which I think is fantastic. So I should be able to finish this soon. I'm really enjoying this book. I love the characters, I love the banter and the sass, and I like the plot. I think it's so unique, and I love all the politics involved. Not too much action going on, but that's okay. There's been a few action scenes here and there, but I have a feeling that's to come. Sarah J. Maas can write amazing action scenes and suspense and thrill, so I have a feeling we're saving that up. I mean, I'm only, you know, like 400 pages in to a new book series. I have to say, so far, this may be her best first book in a series so far. Don't get me wrong, I love Throne of Glass and I love ACOTAR, but in the series, I feel like they're the weaker book. So like ACOTAR is definitely not my favorite in the series, and Throne of Glass is also not my favorite in the series. And I think, you know, just she's written a lot more books and her writing has become more sophisticated. You can really see that in this book, and it's a solid start so far to a new series. So I am going to wrap up this reading vlog right now, and then I am going to make a part 2 of reading Crescent City because I wanted to vlog like my reaction and reading Crescent City, and I have a feeling there's a lot that's going to happen in this book, so I really want to film that. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to finish, or I wasn't able to get a bingo on my bingo board. It just didn't line up very well. So maybe next time, that would be really nice. I think we're gonna end up doing a reverse readathon this summer, and then we're gonna have, of course, Dewey's again in October, which I'm really excited about. We're planning on adding a lot of fun things to Dewey's. I think we're gonna like start doing Instagram and like Twitter picture challenges and stuff. I think that'll be a lot of fun. So I'm really excited to start incorporating like some new kind of fun, exciting challenges to Dewey's. So that'll be exciting. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this reading vlog, and I will update you guys later. Bye.